Tractor convoys started off in John O'Groats at the weekend and passed through Aberdeenshire today as they make their way to the Labour Party conference in Liverpool. The UK government says the plans will help plug a multi-billion-pound black hole. Hayley joins me in the studio. Hayley, why are farmers against these changes?
Farmers say they're simply unaffordable, Norman, that they can't pay this tax within the current margins of farming. Now, at the moment, farms and family businesses could qualify for 100% inheritance tax relief under the current legislation that we have. But from April 2026, they'd be looking at a 20% tax imposed on anything worth more than £1 million. So to run you down some of the figures here, we're going to assume that the average size of a Scottish farm is between 100 and 250 acres, which would give a rough value of around £4 million. Now, we have to assume a couple of things before we look at its tax. One, that it's owned by one person. The second, we're taking that £1 million threshold out. And the third thing we're looking at is we're assuming that the owner has already used their personal inheritance tax allowance, something called a nil bands rate, which sits at just over £300,000. So that would give it a £600,000 bill if it was passed on to the next generation as of April 2026. Now, the UK government says this tax could be paid interest-free over the course of 10 years, giving £60,000, as we have just seen there. But when we consider the annual income of a Scottish farm sits just above £35,000, according to the Scottish Government, it doesn't take into account varying yields because of the weather. And this is also subject to an income tax as well, like anybody's income, and living expenses, etc. as well. Trying to find £60,000 more a year is a lot, and is one of the main reasons why the farmers I spoke to today said this tax isn't affordable and must be redressed. It's been nearly a year since plans to change inheritance tax were announced, and the tractor protests are continuing. This latest protest started in Caithness and is making its way to the Labour Party conference in Liverpool to stand alongside farmers from across the nation.
Wouldn't be worth carrying on, because land's worth nothing until you sell it.
It's also the increase in national insurance contributions that they've put on, which has affected so many different industries. So it's really, we're fighting for everybody.
Farmers are asking people to sign this trailer as a sign of their support as it makes its way south.
Top quality, fresh, brilliant food, sustainably produced to feed the nation. That's all we want to do. It's not for the money. It's really heart-wrenching that Keir Starmer's going to finish this.
Despite UK-wide opposition, Westminster has stood by its proposals, saying the money raised will fund essential services and that more than £5 billion is being put towards helping farmers until 2029. They added that a small number will be affected by their plans.
We seriously need to get this government to listen. It's getting extremely late in the year. April's not far away, and into April next year, this tax could have devastating impacts, not just on the farming community, but the public also for food security.
Farmers say their protests are here to stay unless the plans are changed. Westminster say their proposals are too. Hayley Bama, STV News.